topic for this video is going to be all about how to deal with anger. And I'll be the first to say that I am the most angriest person that I know. I will not show you why, but I'm going to tell you what I would do whenever I feel this emotion. Now, keep in mind that that anger is totally normal. It's as important as sadness and happiness. We all get angry sometimes. Like for example, during my spare time, I like to collect footage for my hobby, which happens to be making videos, and not these kind of videos, but more like experimental kind of things on my personal YouTube channel, which is simply called Tyler McNamer. Anyway, I lost all my footage, and I got pretty angry, to say the least. So what did I do? Well, as angry as I was, I knew that I could not hold it any longer. Think of it this way. I'm gonna clue you in on a little something. So, imagine if you were really sick. Like say, if you have eaten 17 candy bars, and that's not really good for you. It makes you feel so sick that you just want to go to the bathroom, and you know how it all goes. Think of it that way. With anger, you just have to release it all out. Release it as soon as possible, and then what happens after you do your business in the restroom? You feel better afterwards. After you done your you feel a lot better. Well, same with anger, and you gotta release it somehow in a helpful and safe kind of way. What's a good example? Well, one of my examples, I was going to show you some of my drawings, but I don't think it's very appropriate for this kind of video. So one of the examples of dealing with anger is simply going to draw something. It can be anything that you want. It can be, there's no rules to drawing out your frustrations, and that's why I didn't want to share my drawings, because I know it's not appropriate for this kind of thing for the children. So, and that's one of the examples of what you can do to release all that aggression is by drawing on pieces of paper. It can be anything you want, anything you can think of, whether it's scribbles or sign your name or anything that just comes to mind. It really quite helps on that certain areas. What's another example? Well, one of the things that I would also do is, when I was much younger, I actually took classes on how to do different martial arts. Like for example, I did boxing, which is where you use your punches, and also kendo, which is the art of sword fighting. I use a really big bamboo stick, really heavy too, but really it helps. And also learned how to do aikido too, which is the art of putting someone on the ground. And the thing about one of the things when it comes to mixed martial arts is that even when you put on the glove, like this is just a good example of a punch in that glove kind of thing. Even when you put on a glove, it feels really good too. You can even go like this with your hand. See, and it's like a little massage. And the thing about punching gloves too is it doesn't really hurt. See, my hand's totally fine. The thing about these gloves is that these protect your hands. So if you feel like going all out, just go punch whatever you can find. But be sure you have your gloves first, so that you can protect yourselves, and so you can protect your hands. And those are the things I like to do. Anything that makes you feel active, especially outdoors too. Because here, let me show you something. All right, let's see. If we can go out here. I'm not sure if you can see it just well. If you can see it clearly, but there's quite a lot of junk out there. you might think, oh man, that's not good. Why is there junk out there? Well, the reason why that there's all this stuff going on, I'm not sure if you can clearly see it, but we have like some cinder blocks and some unused chairs and some sofas, and I think that's like a. Yeah, that's definitely a sofa right there. But the reason why they did that is because nearby my office, there's a group of children that likes to do skateboarding, and that's like their little hangout spot too. So a lot of times, doing a hobby such as skateboarding can help relieve all that aggression and anger just by grabbing your board and hitting the streets and doing all those flip tricks. And that's why I kind of like to see, just seeing those kids having fun, playing outside and doing their things. Well, that's the thing about any kind of hobby that helps desensitize all that to anger. Another thing I like to do is simply just go do my video projects on the personal Tyler McNamer channel. It's only for me. It's not for business or anything like that too. But a lot of times whenever I do videos, it's just more for therapy, I guess you can say too. And when I lost all my footage, all my footage, which I'm supposed to use for the computer to relieve all that stress and anger, you can probably understand why that can be so frustrating. And indeed, it was. And no matter how mad you get, no matter how angry you get, there's always a way to find a way to relieve all that anger, and simply use the alternatives. Yeah, I do not believe, personally, of course this is just only me, I do not believe that it is quite appropriate to show off all that anger when it comes to online. Especially right over here too. I could easily just go on a rant, go online about how I feel, and to me it's just really not that appropriate for me anyway too. But even so, I would say that if you want, you could probably record yourself. Just talking away. You just talk to yourself about how you feel, and then afterwards you delete that video, so that no one can see that kind of thing. But that's just me personally. That's if I wanted to release all sorts of anger, I'd probably take some acting classes or anything like that too, where I play a a scary monster about to get you, that kind of thing. I think that's most appropriate for that kind of area too. And so I would like to ask you, what are some ways that makes you want to deal with anger? Then there are some parts that it's okay to ask yourself, why am I angry all of a sudden? Why am I feeling this way? And also importantly, what I can do to help maintain. And sometimes even it can take an entire day to deal with such anger too. Like even this morning, I couldn't get my hair just right too. I was really quite frustrated, but I'm not going to let that. I'm going to let that stop me from doing this, and I'm glad I get to do so. So we just we have our moments. We learn from those moments, and then tomorrow is. And also keep in mind that tomorrow is going to be another day. We always have that hope that tomorrow will be the exact opposite of today. Today may be a frustrating, angry kind of day, and then tomorrow it'll be completely reversed into something more happy, a more exciting kind of day too. And I think that is what we are looking forward to as well. Looking forward to the future. So that's it for today, and that's it for today. So after this, I think I'm just going to think I'm just going to go back and punch the wall a little bit more, and just for kicks too. It's to me it's kind of fun too, and I used to be pretty well experienced on the whole martial arts thing going on. So until next time, I will see you all later. All right, take care now.